Well, good morning, stamping friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Lorri Heiling, in case it's your first time here visiting, and I'm just very thankful that you're joining me for some paper crafting fun. Before we get started, I just wanted to share with you this awesome special Stampin' Up! Offered for the whole month of October. They are choosing quite a few designer series paper to be in on this sale, and they are all 15% off. I know in the past years we've had buy three get one free, but I like this because you can get a lot of different ones and you don't have to go in increments of three. So look at all of the ones that are included. There's some nice holiday ones. So if you haven't started your holiday projects, now would be a great time and you can stock up on this paper. Oh, there's so many of them. Almost half of them are holiday ones. The snowflake one. And so go ahead and check out my Stampin' Up! Website and order there, and you'll be able to save 15%. I would love it if you do order. Please use the host code. That helps me a lot. And if your order is over $150, then you go ahead and claim those host benefits yourself. Well, today I'm going to be sharing, excuse me, a Halloween card, and I'm going to use the stamp set called Ghoulish Goodies. And this one, oh, I just love, because you know me, I like to bake and do treat type things. And I'll tell you, I was inspired by one of the little graphics on this card from my friend and downline, Kim Sinclair. So she sent me a little goodie treat. And do you know that I meant to show you all, and then I ate everything, like the bag is totally empty now. So I'm so sorry about that, but I am going to post a smaller version of this that I already gave away, but I did take a picture of it so you can see how you can make a treat out of this. All right, so I'm just going to show you as I go along here instead of showing it beforehand. So let me grab one more thing that I need because I forgot my ribbon. All right. The first thing we're going to need is crumb cake. I think my most favorite color. Do I say that a lot? I think I have a lot of favorite colors, but crumb cake is awesome because it goes with everything. This is 11 inches by 4 1/4. I scored it in half on the long side, so I scored it at 5 1/2, and you'll just fold that in half. Then the next layer is going to be 5 1/4 by 4, and I use one of our new 3D embossing folders, and it's called Tasteful Textile. And I cheated and I put my dimensionals with the tabs off beforehand to save a little bit of time. This is going to be a really fast and easy card for you. And I also want to mention that my creative view, I know a lot of people are curious what that is. I do my classes in my home and online, and so either one you do, they're both called Creative View. If you come to my home or do a kit, you'll get 3 projects, or if you order online anything over $35, you will also get these exact same projects. And I wanted to show what one of the projects was from last month, and this is what we're making here. So when you come to my class, you will have the PDF and the pattern. A lot of times you want to go home and, replicate it, but you don't really, maybe you might not know how to hand cut some of the things that I design. So this will help you because you'll have patterns for this. All right, so here's the base of our card. Then the next thing I did was I just took Whisper White paper and made just kind of a base. We're going to build everything on this piece of paper. And so the first layer I did was, let's see, it is called Bumblebee. And this is going to be the first layer that I'm not going to tape down, but I'm just going to set it there because we know we want to adhere it right here. The next piece is from Plaid Tidings, and I just cut a little rectangle, and I'm going to place it just so it slips underneath there. In fact, let me put some snail on here. Actually, I can probably go ahead and do the whole thing because this whole thing is going to be covered up. All right, so remember this was, I'm not going to press real hard here yet, but I just want to know where to place this so that end cuts it. Otherwise, you'd kind of waste a whole sheet of cards or designer series paper when you don't need to. All right, we have that placed where we need it. Now we're just going to go back and trim this to match that pattern underneath. All right, so just follow the edge there, and that way it matches exactly. All right, now we have the middle part of our candy corn done. Now we can go ahead and put this base piece on. And then the last piece is going to be the white piece that goes at the top. I didn't like that straight edge, so I did go ahead and make a third piece, and it's just going to go right on like that. All right, and I can see that I need to trim just a little bit farther down here so it blends a little bit better. There we go. Look at how simple that is. Then for the sentiment on here, I'm going to take one of the sentiments that was in Ghoulish Goodies, and it says good to the last bite. You can probably tell what's going to happen here because you know that I enjoy bite things, and I'm going to make sure it's, I just inked it up so it's a little bit goopy here. I think that'll work. Okay, so let's just go at a little bit of an angle here. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is take that bite out of the candy corn. My favorite punch to use for bites, I don't know why I like the scalloped heart one, because it has the little loops of the heart, and just snip a little bit out here like that. Now we're just going to put some dimensionals on the back of this side. Let me grab those. I usually have my poker thing here, but I don't know where I put that. So let's just put maybe 3 on the edges here and take the tabs off, and then we're going to decorate the inside of this one too. Isn't this fast and easy? My kind of card. I can crank these out fast when they don't have too much to them. All right, good to the last bite. Now on the inside, let's take Whisper White, and I did 5 1/4 by 4, and we're going to use pumpkin pie for this one. And I'm going to choose this. The sentiment says the most spooktacular time of the year, and just stamp that right in the middle. And then I'm going to go back with this teeny tiny spider that I use a lot. Sometimes I just have him hanging on an envelope or you know, with some of the words, and I'm just going to have him hang off the S right here like that. All right, let me move these, and let's put this on the inside. And I forgot one little embellishment on the front, so we're going to add a little bit more to the front. Whoops, and try to get it straight. All right, the last part is the braided linen, which is really like crumb cake. I always have this on hand because I really do use crumb cake a lot, and this seems to match a lot of what I do. It's just a nice neutral color. All right, then I'm going to trim down the ends just a little bit here. And then all you do is take your glue dot, and you might see I tie a little bow around that. That way that one end doesn't get away from you. So just press it right on the glue dot, and then let's put it, where did I put it? Right about here. So this was one of our Creative You classes for September. So if you would have ordered from me, you would have received this whole kit, the pattern, everything for you to create this card. We also made 2 others, which I don't believe I've shown yet. I'll do that in a future one. But this is a good example of something that we might do in our Creative View class. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you guys all have a great weekend coming up, and we will see you next Tuesday morning. All right, thanks guys. Bye-bye.